Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to your channeled message reading. This is the Dream Clairvoyant. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I do hope you're doing well, feeling safe, and feeling blessed because you are. So let's go ahead and get started. Holy Spirit, thank you for guiding us. Channeled message reading. What is the message for someone out there? Channeled message reading. Judication. Okay, judication has been coming out a lot. All right, despair. Judication, despair. Okay. So the judication card perhaps is a message that really needs to get to someone because I've seen this card a lot recently. So I'm going to take my time with this message and hope to deliver every single parts of it. So number 30, I'm using the Kipper booklet. All right. It says, let's see. Yes, there it is. It says, literally, this card stands for minor government officials, bureaucrats, clerks, school boards, zoning boards, and other types of boards or professional advisors. Okay. His decision could result in a fine or a fee, a permit issued or denied, the need to file, serve, or be served documents, or it could be the finalization of a small family matter. He'll explain the process from which comes a sense also of process, server, therapist. Okay. All in all, this card represents someone you go to for the resolution of a disagreement or problem. But then you have, let me see here. Then you have number 32, which is despair. Literally grieving or weeping. It can also be severe stress leading to emotional exhaustion, concussions, fevers, and migraines. This card is also commonly used for jealousy. Okay. All right. Let's look into this. Holy Spirit, thank you for blessing us. Please tell us what this message is about. Queen of Cups. Please tell us what this message is about. Three of Wands. Please tell us what this message is about. Temperance. Death. Please tell us what this message is about. Ten of Pentacles. The Moon. Ace of Pentacles. Five of Wands, Page of Swords. Tell us more about this message. Eight of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. This is, looking here at this Queen of Cups, bear with me, you guys. Your name is definitely coming up somewhere. Your name is coming up somewhere. Your name. I don't know if someone's asking about you, inquiring about you. What was that? Occupation. Maybe there's a job that you're meant to do. Tell us more about this, Holy Spirit. Your name, like people are inquiring about you. It's almost like someone's like, where? House. House. Why the house? Why the house? Courtship. People are inquiring about you. Tell us more about this message. Privileged lady. Mature man. People are inquiring about you. Tell us more about this message. Yeah. I feel like there's something that you're meant to be doing. I feel like occupation. Clarify occupation. Clarify occupation. Lovers. It's like you have some sort of duty. You have some like official person, right? You have some sort of job, role, duty that you're supposed to be taking on. You're coming together with a person, place, or thing. You're coming together with either a job, a financial offer, a valuable opportunity, property, funds, inheritance. Like with courtship, you and something, I feel like it's a thing. You and something go together. Like you and a job, you and a company, you and a business, you and like the house card, it's your long-term security and stability. So it could be a job, it could be property, land, estate, inheritance, or some sort of opportunity here. The two, like you're connected to something. That's why the courtship card. Courtship is like coming together. So you're connected to a thing. And I feel like this thing comes with responsibilities. It comes with a job. But I feel like it's meant for you. With the Lovers, I feel like you're gonna love the work that comes with this. It's almost like it was meant for you. But with judication and despair, you're showing up as the privileged lady, mature man, and message. I wonder if there's a man here who wants to give you a message. I wonder. Bad health, mature man, and message. Let me see. Courthouse. Yeah, there's like a man here who wants to give you a message about this. Because you didn't show up. It's like you didn't show up to receive what's yours. And maybe there's even some sort of court case that's going on with adjudication. They don't know what to do. The courts, they don't know what to do because your presence is needed, but you're not there. Like, is someone missing a court case? Are you even aware of it? That something is yours and you have to be present to go and claim it? I don't think you're aware of it. Imprisonment. You're locked up somewhere. You're confined in some way, restricted. Journey. I wonder if this is something that's far away. If you had to travel for this. Family room. Because something's coming up and you're gonna miss it. You didn't show up for something. And like the finale, the finale's coming up. Something final, the due date or something is right around the corner. And you have to show up. Journey, you have to show up. The family room represents like a private enclosed space where, you know, personal matters take place. Imprisonment. False person. Thoughts. I feel like there's a person who doesn't want you to know about this. And they've been sabotaging you. Like they've been hiding letters, mail. I've gotten this reading before, and this is really, it's really frustrating me at this point. Look, thief wanted to come out. Thief. Someone, I cannot believe thief just almost came out. Someone's been stealing your letter and your mail. Like you were supposed to show up to court or some sort of official meeting, because family room, yeah, like there's some sort of meeting that's going to take place. I don't know if it's a hearing, if it's a court session, you know, I don't know the word for these things. If it's not a court session, then it's some sort of official meeting that you're needed. It's coming up. It's coming up. And I feel like there's a person, look, you have someone who's been lying and stealing. And they don't want you to know about it. It's someone in your community. Coffin. If this person doesn't stop, look, this is a warning to someone. If they don't stop, I remember, like, I've been getting bits and pieces of this story for like a month now. Literally, for like a month now. Like, it's frustrating me. And I remember there was, when was this? I did a reading a couple days ago where like I saw somebody passed away, like the spirit of death was around them because they were doing like black magic and stuff to try to block something that was coming towards another person. I saw some people getting sick. All the people involved in this, like some of them are dying, they're getting sick and stuff, like supernatural things are happening to them. They better like stop. This is ridiculous. They better stop, because you can't stand in the way of what God has for someone. There's due dates to things. This person is going to make it to this court case, hearing, meeting, whatever. They're going to make it on time. They're going to be the last man or last woman walking into that room. Save the best for last. That may be what the Most High is doing. Because whoever's causing delays, they don't understand that during this period of delay, a delay is not a deny. God is giving them a chance to stop the nonsense. And God is using that delay to prepare this person for their journey. This person is going to make it on time. And everybody's going to be surprised. And maybe there's a significant reason why they're going to be the last person stepping into the room. Maybe they had other enemies too. Save the best for last. That's what I keep on hearing. Save the best for last. They're going to make it on time. They're going to receive what's theirs. There's a due date. There's a due date. Someone's been trying to put obstacles in another person's way from receiving this blessing. And they think they're getting, I feel like they've been doing it for a long time and they think they're getting away with it, but no, they're not. It's just that it's not time yet. Like, I feel like there's a person who's supposed to be somewhere, or they're supposed to be notified about something like that. Okay? Because something's coming up. I don't know if it's a court case, right? I don't know if it's some sort of official meeting or something like that. It's coming up. It's what's soon to come. Family room. It's right around the corner. So the notice was just to give this person a heads up of when this meeting or court case is going to happen, so that they can receive what's rightfully theirs. Okay? But I feel like they didn't get that message. They're not aware of it. Someone stole a message, letter, they deleted an email, something like that. They're hiding something. And if it's a letter, they still have that letter. They're just hiding it. And when that time comes, like if God says March 10th, John Brown is gonna get this and this. March 10th, John Brown is gonna get it. You can't change God's words. God doesn't take his words back. You know what I'm saying? If he says something is for someone, it's for someone. So watch out, because I feel like the date is coming sooner and sooner. And when God is ready to deliver this blessing and he looks and sees all of these things God doesn't care what these people have been doing, because the due date hasn't come yet. It's right around the corner though. So what I'm saying is these people have been able to get away with it because they haven't really been blocking anybody like how they think they are. The time has not come yet. So whatever they're doing, God could care less. But when that time comes and God is like, I'm ready to give this, oh, who are these people doing what? Get out of the way. Like, you're going to be removed. All obstacles will be removed. All obstacles, including people who want to be an obstacle on someone's path. You will be removed. Like, this is a warning. What was that? It was a reading that I did about 2 to 3 days ago. There will be death. The spirit of death is already around. I think it was a reading that I did 2 to 3 days ago. And somebody had passed away tragically because they were doing stuff behind the scenes. They were so desperate to block someone that they decided to turn to black magic, dark witchcraft, dibbling and dabbling in the dark arts, and they passed away. Some people are getting sick out of nowhere. I just heard some people are getting illnesses that some people are getting illnesses and diseases that are like from back in the days, like illnesses and diseases where we would have the vaccines, in modern times. Like, people are getting illnesses that the doctors are like, how did you even get that? Because the last breakout we had was from like the 1900s. So how did you get that in the 21st century? People are getting like diseases and illnesses from like back in the days. And the doctors are confused. The doctors are confused because they're like, the last person who ever had this illness was from like 1940 something. Like, supernatural things, unexplainable things are happening to these people who want to stand in the way. We can't stand in the way of what God has for someone. You can't. I don't know what the situation is, but I'm warning you, stop. Stop. Nothing's going to happen to this person. This person is under God's watch. Like, he's watching and protecting this person. It's just that the due date hasn't come up yet. So who's ever been blocking this person, they just think like, oh yeah, let's keep on doing it. Let's keep on doing it. You're not doing anything. The only reason why you haven't been wiped out is because the time has not come yet, but the time is coming. The time is coming. The due date is coming. God is not bothered about what's going on right now. All he knows, his person is safe and ready to go. Because when he's ready and then he really looks, and he's like, wait, who's this? Get the heck out of the way. Like, you're about to be removed. Okay. All right. And if you are this person and you know what's been going on, don't put yourself at a low vibration. Don't fight. Don't fight. Why fight for something that's already yours? This blessing is in the hands of God. It can't go anywhere. No one can touch it. It's in the hands of God. No one can even go close to it. So what the enemy's doing is they're trying to attack you, but you're in God's light. So their darkness can't even touch you. And when this is ready for you, this is going to happen. This is going to happen so smoothly. This blessing will be handed to you. If it's a letter, notification, what and what, you're going to get it directly. You're going to get it directly. That pathway will be made clear. Nobody's going to stand in the way. And all of the enemy, they're going to feel stupid. They're going to be like, man, I really did this for nothing, because I really couldn't stand in this person's way. These are people, the kind of enemies that you have, they are all suffering from some sort of evil spirit. And it's that spirit of like, they have some sort of pride and ego where they think that they're powerful. They think that they're powerful. Like maybe these are people who have titles and status, you know, or high ranking and positions, something like that, for them to have this, you know, for a person to have this kind of pride and ego to think that they can stop what God has for them. Maybe they've been doing it in the past to other people and it worked. But I feel like there's some sort of like, all of them are suffering from the same spirit, the same foul spirit. And I'm trying to pinpoint what this spirit is. This is the spirit that comes from people who are in high places. There comes a time when people get in high places, they really take themselves to be gods, but they are a false God. They are not the God. And the God, the Almighty God, is about to humble the heck out of these people in ways that you couldn't imagine. No amount of money, title, fame, or status is going to protect them. They better stop. This is ridiculous. I've been getting this message for months now, to the point where I'm like, okay, what's really going on here? Like, am I not giving out this message? But really, it's not a message. It's not even a message to this person. It's a warning. Stop, 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 stop. If you don't want to get hurt, I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how much fame, how much status, how much bodyguards. I don't care how much lawyers you have. I don't care what, because these are people, like I'm telling you, they come from like wealth, status, something like that. So they think that they're all powerful. They're not. They're not. Some of them even work, I just heard, some of them even work with like their own private magicians, they have like their own personal fortune tellers. They do. And their personal fortune tellers are trying to see into your future to see what's coming towards you and how they can block it. And all you can do is just laugh about that. Because unless you are a spiritualist who is connected to the Most High, you will have no idea what's coming towards a child of God. You get it? So don't even worry about that. Whatever their fortune tellers are doing, that's fine. People serve many gods. But unless you are connected to the God, the Almighty God, you don't know his plans. You don't know the plans that he has for someone. And they're all falling apart. This is ridiculous. And I want you to know that this is more so of a spiritual battle. This is spiritual warfare. Clearly, the devil knows that there's something great that's coming towards you. And I heard that it's going to break generational curses. You're the one who's going to bring change into your lineage. You don't just have, like, this is not just like one demonic spirit that you're encountering. It's several demonic spirits, because this has to do with your lineage. It seems like you're some sort of generational curse breaker. And the demons that have been tormenting the generations before you, and they want to continue into this generation, they're going to be stopped. It stops with you. So what I'm saying is, The spiritual curse, like these generational curses that have been tormenting the elders from your family, your grandma, your great grandma, your grandpa, your great grandpa, so and so and so and so and so before you. These demons want to continue throughout your lineage, but it stops with you. And there's something that God is sending to you, right? Where when you receive it, the generations after you will be free from the curses that the generations before you had to deal with. So they're all mad. There's multiple demons here that are trying to attack you. But I assure you, for as long as you stay close to God, they cannot touch you. I don't even want you to focus on the negative, because that can bring your spirit down. You need to stay as upbeat, uplifted as you can. Because these demons wants to fill your mind with negative thoughts, and especially with fear. You don't need to be fearful around this time. You need to have more faith in God than you have ever had in the past, because he is protecting you and you are so close to him right now, and you need to stay close to him. You need to be careful also, I'm hearing, you need to be careful with the people who you're around, the people who you're bringing into your personal space. Because these demonic entities, I'm telling you, like, they want to fight. They're mad. How dare you stop us? They're like, how dare you stop us from tormenting your lineage? We tormented your great-grandparents and your great-great-great-great-grandparents, and we want to torment you, your children, your children's children. It's a generational curse. But it stops with you. It stops with you. And so you need to protect your personal space. People don't need to even be coming into your home. That's your personal space. Because the enemy is desperate. Right? The enemy is desperate, but the devil is a spirit. So he needs a physical person. He needs an actual person in flesh and body to carry out his dirty work. So that's why I'm saying protect your personal space. Because the devil is trying to use anybody who is connected to you. I saw people stealing things from you. Like, I don't know if it's a letter. I don't know if it's mail. I don't know if it's deleting your emails. I don't know what this is. But it's ridiculous. And there will be repercussions for any person who's involved in this, whether directly or indirectly. You will be punished. It's coming to you. Now it all makes sense. It all makes sense, Holy Spirit. I was getting frustrated because I was like, is someone not like, because when messages repeat itself like this in my readings, I always feel it's because it hasn't reached the person that it was meant to reach. So I have to keep on talking about it over and over. But what I'm hearing, and thank you, Holy Spirit, for this clarity, is not a message for you. It's a warning for the enemy. There is a karmic flood. There is a spiritual flood that is coming to these people. And my goodness, you don't want to see some of the things that I'm seeing. I don't even want to go into it. You're sitting here as a Queen of Cups. You're not bothering anybody. You didn't do anything to anybody, because the Queen of Cups represents someone who's innocent, sweet, pure. She's the sweetheart. He or she is the sweetheart of the deck. And I want you to know that the cards are energies that any gender can embody. Male or female, we all carry masculine and feminine energies. So don't let that throw you off in tarot readings. You're sitting here as a Queen of Cups. You've done everything that you need to do. This has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. What's for you is coming for you. It has everything to do with your enemies. And this is exposing the dirty side to some people. All because of you receiving your blessings. Some people are doing foul things that they never thought they could do. Their true colors are being exposed. And they're all under judgment. Even the ones who know what's going on and they don't want to say anything, you're not innocent either. Being a bystander is not a good thing. You're sitting here as a Queen of Cups. Look at her extending her cup. You're open, you're ready to give. Like the Queen of Cups is someone who is open to giving and receiving love. You're ready for this. You're all set. And you've been patiently waiting. Literally, the Three of Wands is patience. The Three of Wands is patience. Waiting for your big breakthrough. Then you have the Temperance. Peace and harmony. Center yourself. Stay in alignment with your higher self. Don't budge. Don't be fearful. Don't focus on the negative. I cannot believe you've even managed to stay as a Queen of Cups. Because I can only imagine how frustrating this is. But truly, everything is on time and everything will happen on time. Everything will happen on time. I feel like the reason why this is happening is these people in your community, the people in your surroundings, God is about to take you to not just new levels, but high levels. God is about to put you in high places. And he's testing these people to see who has good character where they can actually go where you're going. And who has bad character where they have to sit their butt right where they're at because they're not going with you. They're not going with you. Some of you have been so blessed all your life. I feel like this is something that's been going on for a while now. Some of you remind me of the Knight of Pentacles, someone who works very hard. They start off, there's a story behind the Knight of Pentacles. He starts out with barely having anything, but he works hard and diligently, where he now has more than enough. That's why the Knight of Pentacles represents slow yet steady. You build your success. You have built your success. You're not out here trying to climb to the top overnight and exploiting people, places, and things. You are ethical. You are self-made. And I see your gradual climb to the top because you have been rising to the top and people notice. They can tell. They can tell that God has been blessing you. Good things have been happening. And many of them, they've already become jealous. They've been envying you and what you have, what God has rewarded you with. They've been gossiping. They've been trying to set you up. And the ones who are into dark forms of spirituality, they've been making phone calls to their fortune tellers to see what's coming towards you. And an ethical fortune teller, an ethically gifted person will never reveal insight about another person. I have blocked people for asking me to do that. I have refunded money to people for even thinking that I would participate in something like that. If you come to me for guidance and you're asking me about another person's life, I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna refund you your money and you'll not get a chance to talk to me. I've done it plenty of times. Because why do you wanna know about another person's life? Why can't we talk about your life? These things cause jealousy. When people know what another person has, it can stem jealousy. And when they find out that someone has something good coming towards them, it can cause them to have this stupid belief that they can block it from coming into someone's life. Yes. So for those of you who are spiritually gifted, be careful who you use your gifts for. Don't use your gifts for the enemy. Your gifts are not to be abused that way. So what I'm trying to say to you is this big blessing that's coming towards you, it is not what has sparked the jealousy. It's the other blessings that God has given you so far where people have been sensing that you're rising to the top. You've been gradually climbing to the top. So they have eyes on you. And people can tell when God has been blessing you. They can tell, especially if it's financial blessing. They can tell. Whether it's the car that you drive, the clothes that you wear, the quality of the clothes, even the way you smell, where you live, the community, the neighborhood, they can tell. So it doesn't necessarily have to do with this big blessing that's coming towards you. It's the other blessings that God has been sending into your life that cause these people, I'm telling you, many of them, that they started gossiping, they started envying you. They started being obsessed with you. Some of them wanted to know ahead of time, okay, if he's already this blessed, then what else does he have coming towards them? And let me tell y'all now, you're wasting your time going to false spiritualists to look into someone's fortune. Nobody knows what's to come unless you are connected to the Most High. He'll share snippets. He'll share snippets with his servants. This is ridiculous, but this is all a lesson that God is trying to teach everyone in this situation. You're about to be in a high place, and your privacy and protection is so important. Be very selective. Be wise with the people who you keep around you. Be wise. Be wise and be selective with the people who you keep around you. Because there comes a time when God blesses someone so much, the jealousy becomes so much where it's like you really have to be protected spiritually and physically. God's already protecting you spiritually. So now you got to look out for yourself physically. Death, 10 of Pentacles, and the Moon. The majority of the people who you know in your life, they can't come where God is taking you. And it's going to be a bittersweet moment. It really is. It's going to be a bittersweet moment. Death is major endings, permanent endings. Look at how they've been fighting you here. Ace of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Page of Swords. And they'll watch, like, I'm telling you, they'll watch. They keep updates. They want to keep updates. They want to keep tabs on you because they see that your life is blessed already. So they're like, what else is God going to give them? Just evil, wickedness. You see somebody doing good, you clap for them. And you wish them even more blessings. The sky's the limit. You can never be too successful. You know, you see someone who's successful, you pray that God continues to bless them. But there's some wicked people, they don't have that heart. They see someone who's successful or doing well for themselves and they give them the evil eye and they wish that the person loses what they have and it backfires. That's why some of them, they can't even prosper. Some of these people, their life has been the same for years and years and years and years. No progression, no prosperity. Because you can't clap for others. You can't celebrate others. So how do you expect for your time to come? They don't realize that the wickedness that they wish onto others is the same wickedness that's destroying their life. They don't even realize it. Some people thrive in spiritual darkness without realizing that it's the same spiritual darkness that is devastating and destroying their life. Because in the dark, nothing grows, nothing prospers. It's in the light where you attract all that is good. And they wonder why you have something and they don't. Because the two of you are not the same. You don't carry the same spirit. It has nothing to do with your occupation, your gender, whatever. It has nothing to do with you necessarily, but it has everything to do with the spirit that you carry. That's what they don't understand. These people have been watching, they've been monitoring you. They've been trying to monitor you, especially through social media. And if you shut down your social media a long time ago, for those of you who are private, where you're like, Dream, I don't even have social media, I'm private. They've tried to spy on you in the spirit realm. They've tried to spy on you in the spirit realm. They're going to practitioners to see what's coming towards you. And again, just laugh at that. Laugh it off. Because that practitioner is not going to see what's coming towards you. If anything, those practitioners are probably just taking their taking their money. You know, those practitioners are probably just telling them random information and taking that money. And honestly, it's funny because you shouldn't be trying to dig behind someone's back and see what's coming towards them. Some of these practitioners may even know what's going on. And they're like, okay, I'll tell you what I see. Give me the money. And completely lie to them. Because why are you even trying to do that? Go ahead and finesse them because they shouldn't even be asking those questions. For those of you who are private, that's why they've tried to go in the spirit to look behind you. Some of them have even sent people to you. They've sent people to you to try to get you to, they've paid people. Like some of the things that I'm seeing is crazy, you guys. It's crazy. One second, you guys. It's ridiculous, some of the things that I'm seeing. One second, you guys. I was doing the live chat that I told you guys about, but I forgot to, let me just go ahead and tell people that I'm offline. It's such a cool thing. Like you could literally just chat with me as long as I'm online. It's like a private chat. Okay. I don't want people to try to chat with me and I'm doing a reading. Okay. So, anyways, they've sent people, like they've paid people to go and like try to befriend you or try to date you. I remember I did a reading about that where I saw that someone was like paying someone to go and date you and get close to you, to sabotage you or find out things about you. This is insane. I've been getting these bits and pieces of this message for months now, and it's all just coming together. Some of them have paid people to go and try to befriend you, or they've paid people to like research you, see what they can find out about you. So that's that right there. There's a lesson. Information is valuable. In order for anybody to do anything to you, they have to know things about you. So your privacy should be a big thing for you. People can only use against you what you tell them. People can only plot on you if they know about you or they know your personal information. People can only use you if they know what you have. Privacy is so important. When nobody knows anything about you, they can't do anything. And it's all over this. The Ace of Pentacles represents a blessing of prosperity. It's all over this blessing that the Most High has for you. I feel like the way God has been building you up, it has brought attention on you. You may be like, Dream, I'm not even where I really want to be. But you are where many people want to be. So God has been building you up, and people have been noticing, and they're curious, they're nosy. They're like, I wonder what's coming, like there's this nosiness that people have about you. And really, I feel like it's monitoring spirits. The enemy is using these people. The enemy is using these people to monitor you. Because what they find out about you, the enemy can know about you. You see why it's so important to be selective when it comes to the people who are in your surroundings, your close friends. You really got to choose people who have the best character and who are strong in spirit, people who are strong-spirited, so that the enemy won't tempt them. Because there's just this like curiosity, nosiness that people have. I don't know. Like they're just nosy, want to be in your business. Around this time is really time for you to be as private as you can. It's really time. And the interesting thing is nobody knows specifically what's coming towards you. All they can say is it's something good, it's success, but nobody knows what it is specifically. And that's the privacy that's protecting you. Privacy is protection. Nobody knows. There's some sort of, like Three of Pentacles, a collaboration that's coming towards you. It's a collaboration, but nobody knows. Eight of Swords, that's about it that they know. And it's for your best interest. It's for your best interest. Nine of Cups. Because this is something that's already been prepared for you. It can't be messed up. unless you open your mouth and say something. But this is something that's already been prepared for you. Death. The devil. Death to the devil. The people who have been wanting to keep you chained, they want to block you. They want to delay you. See how these two people are chained to this devil? They can't go anywhere. So all the people who've been wanting to hold you back, they better watch out. I clarified the death card, and they themselves, the enemy card came out, the devil. There's something that's coming towards them if they don't stop. And I feel like they've had a long time. They've had a long time to stop. So they can't say that they didn't have a chance to change their ways. Clarified death. Yeah, that's their judgment. They're going to be removed. In some way, shape, or form, they're going to be removed. There will be a literal ending for them. Whether they're going to be dismissed from their job, asked to leave, whether it's going to be an illness, whether it's going to be an actual passing away, whatever this is, they will no longer be a problem for you. Because by the time this blessing comes into your life, these people will be gone. 10 of Pentacles. Page of Cups. And you know what's interesting is, if these people were to stay around, when you do receive this blessing, they would want to be a part of it. They will want you to share it with them. They desire, thank you, Holy Spirit. They desire a 10 of Pentacles. They desire 10 of Pentacles life. What does it mean to have a 10 of Pentacles life? Because a 10 of Pentacles life is a life where you really don't have to worry about like things like finances. You'll always have a roof on top of your head. Life will be like 10 of Pentacles is long-term security and stability. It represents lump sums of money, generational wealth, business empires, wealthy families, legacies, success, rewards. It's you living a comfortable life. That's what they desire. That's what they would like. Right? But it's going to you. It's going to you. This is your blessing. You worked for this. Whether it's physical labor that you had to do or spiritual labor that you had to do, it's yours. And it's so funny. They have to be removed. And like I said, this is Judgment Day. This is Judgment Day for everyone. This is Judgment Day for everyone. Let them all show their true color so that they can be weeded out. They can be removed. So that by the time this blessing comes in, you can enjoy it peacefully and not have to be looking behind your back, hoping that someone isn't backstabbing you. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it in peace. Because the same people who are sabotaging you now, if they were to stick around when you receive this blessing, they will want to share it with you. Can you imagine someone who tried to sabotage you and harm you, wanting to eat off your plates? Can you imagine the audacity? But God is not going to allow that to happen. He's not. These people really need to stop, you guys. I'm looking here at the moon. There is so much darkness coming to these people because they want to thrive in darkness. They want to get things by darkness. They want to get to the top by darkness. And the darkness that they are thriving in, the darkness that they are living in, will eventually come and overtake them. The moon card is here, which is my spiritual darkness card, or it can simply represent the spirit realm. Clarify the moon. The Emperor. The Eight of Wands. Clarify the moon. The Hangman. There's someone here who's something's coming for them. See how this arrow is like, not arrow, the wand shooting from the sky? The wand is shooting from the sky, and the Eight of Wands represents fast, something that's coming fast. It's fast movement. And then the Hangman, a sacrifice. The Hangman is a sacrifice. The Hangman is releasing and surrendering. And I feel like these people have received their fair share of warnings. There's an Emperor here where if he does it again, y'all. This is someone in your family with the Ten of Cups. Excuse me, one of them. There's several people. But one of them is in your family. This Emperor. Tell us about this Emperor. Could be a father. Maybe this person's a father or father figure. This person will sabotage anybody for money. Anybody for money. Yes, I feel like this person would even sacrifice their own child. And be careful if you come from a family of dark witches, like people who do dark witchcraft and practice, dark forms of spirituality. Be careful because the demons, the false gods that they worship, I don't think y'all understand what I'm seeing here. This is nothing but spiritual warfare. God's child is about to receive something that will break generational curses, that will scatter all plans, all works of the devil. God is using you in so many ways. You are his appointed one. You are the one who God is using. You are a vessel for him to use. You're bringing healing and deliverance. You're bringing transformations. You're bringing enlightenment. You're helping to break generational curses. You're preparing a new life for the generations after you. Your children's children will live in paradise because of the work that you are choosing to do for God. So it's making the dark side, the kingdom of darkness, the dark world, it's making them upset. Because the work that you have chosen to do for God, it is scattering the work that the devil has done or plans to do. You're the one who's blocking the devil, my friend, from continuing to cause devastation, not just in your own generation, but to people. The work that you will do, it won't just affect your immediate family, your lineage, and your bloodline, but it will save strangers, people who you have yet to meet. I don't think you understand how anointed you are. He has appointed you. Some of you need to take some time to fast. There's different ways to fast. There's different types of fasting. Fasting is where you release, you surrender something that you really like to do. You understand? Around this time, there are many religions that are fasting. Like for me, I grew up Catholic, and right now it's Lent. And my family and I will give up meat or give up something. I remember there was a time where I remember there's a time where I was in mass, and the priest, he loves chocolate. He loves chocolate. Like he'll eat chocolate like every hour of the day, and he gave up chocolate. I know it's something that sounds like chocolate really, but it's something that you love, something that you love to do. Give it up. The key to fighting spiritual warfare, number one, it's putting God at the front line of your life. He's the only one who can fight this spiritual warfare. It's spiritual, and we're here in the physical. But the key to really breaking this spiritual warfare and anything that the enemy is doing, it's prayer and fasting. So if your diet allows it, do it. You can look up the different ways to fast. If your health allows it. Because the work that you're doing, oh my goodness, and you may not even know it. You do it so well. You do it so naturally. You make it look so easy. And so if you know you come from a family where, you had people or ancestors doing things they had no business doing, or, you have family members who dibble and dabble in the dark arts, Father, Lord, help me to take it out of my mouth, because I'm trying to see how can I say it in a way where you can visualize it. It's almost like the devil has put, a bounty hunt on your life. So even the dark witches and warlocks who were on another mission, they know about you. The devil is using demonic spirits from everywhere. It's like you have a bounty hunt on your head, literally. So for example, if you have relatives who do that kind of stuff, or you're around people who do that kind of stuff, even if they were not initially onto you, that demon or principality that they do biddings with, and they worship and stuff like that, they're all like, go and get him, go and get her. You are such a force to be reckoned with that the devil's like, we all need to assemble together to take this child of God out. So even people who weren't initially onto you, some people who don't even know you, now they know you, because that devil that they serve, or that demonic spirit or principality that they worship, they've all heard about you. It's a bounty hunt. It's like all the people who choose to be in spiritual darkness, all the people who dibble and dabble in the dark arts, they've been notified about you. So whether they know you or not, or they don't know you, they've been notified about you, honey. Because there's work that you have done, and there's work that you will do in the future that is a threat to the kingdom of darkness. You are the appointed one, is what I'm trying to tell you. You are the appointed one. God didn't carry you this far for nothing. He hasn't blessed you this much for nothing. And I want you to know that you have all the tools, the resources for these missions. God will never send you on a mission unequipped. You have the gifts, you have the talents, you have the skills. You are abundant. You are abundant. You have more than enough to complete these tasks, and you will. The prophecy has already been revealed. You are the appointed one. You are one of the people who will make sure that the light wins over darkness. You are a threat to the kingdom of darkness. And I want you to know, spiritually, you are protected. And so now you just got to look out for yourself. As God is watching your back, my mom says this all the time, and I used to think it was so funny when I was a kid, but it's so true. As God watches your back, you got to watch your stomach. Your back is behind you. You can't see what's behind you. So he got you. He has your back. But your stomach is in front of you. So what she meant is, as God is watching your back, you got to watch your stomach, as in watch what's in front of you. Don't put yourself in knowing danger. Don't do stupid things with your life. He's already watching your back, so you don't even have to turn behind you to see what's going on. All you got to do is look in front of you. And this is the time for you to be praying for greater discernment. Because the devil is a spirit. He has no power here on earth, which is a physical realm. So he uses people. So discern carefully the people who you interact with. The people, places, and things. Things are owned by people. So you got to discern things as well. The places, the territories that you go in, territories, places are owned by people. But with the spirit of discernment, you will be guided rightfully. And your path will be made clear. I can feel the intensity in this. I can feel it. And you can too. Some of you may have even felt eyes on you, like maybe you've been feeling like someone's been watching you for a long time now. Those are monitoring spirits. And that's why I was saying earlier, your privacy is your protection. Make sure that you don't share personal things or too much information about yourself, because all the enemy needs is information to use against you. But it looks like you've been making it so hard. I just feel like you've been doing everything good. You're on the right track. We were talking about this emperor before I forget. It's a person in your family, this bastard, this coward. This is someone who would sacrifice their child for money. They've been trying to sacrifice you. I'm sorry. I have to say it. There is a father figure here, grandfather, uncle. The emperor is the father. He's been in communication with people. This man is into the worshiping of like false gods, like the god of this, the god of water, the goddess of water. He's into some ancient spirituality. He worships false gods. Deities, those sorts of things. And I feel like the false god, let me make myself very clear, the false god that he has been worshiping is interested in you. And that's why I said, my heart is heavy. It reminds me of the movie John Wick. All the synchronicities, it's making sense. I've been picking up on this for months, you guys. And John Wick is one of my favorite movies. And just the other day I saw the trailer, and part four is coming out this March. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to see it. And John Wick, if you watch part three that I watched, they put a bounty hunt on his head. And so killers from all over the world, like global killers, they were all trying to kill him because they were going to be paid. My stomach's growling. They were all going to be paid. And there's someone here has a father figure, in like there's an emperor. This emperor is a father figure. This man has been into certain spiritual practices where he worships these false gods, these principalities, and rulers of the dark world. The Bible talks about these things, by the way. This is scripture. People worshiping false gods for something in return. And he's been hot on your tail. Oh my gosh. You're the sacrifice. He has been worshiping this false god for a long time. And that's why I literally said it. This is the time where everybody wants to text me. Sorry, you guys. This is this man, he doesn't know his hands are tied. This man has been doing this for a long time, and he's been worshiping this false god for wealth, King of Pentacles. He's been worshiping this false god for an exchange, for something in return. I'm telling you, this may sound weird, but there are people in parts of the world who do this. They make sacrifices and things like that. And you are such a priceless gift. You are a gift to the world. You are a child of God. There's no doubt about it. The light is within you. And the work that you will do here on earth, my goodness. It's a threat. It's a threat to the dark world. You are a threat to the dark world. But I promise you, nothing will ever happen to you for as long as you are with God. He sees what's going on, and he knows more than what you and I know. And he is your divine protector. You are worth so much that these principalities, they would do anything to have you. It's like Satan doesn't know what to do with you. He has tried many times to get rid of you, and it failed. He has even tried to get you on his team because you're so powerful, to get you over to the dark side, and it sure as hell didn't work. You're a threat. These demons want you. Their principalities want you. And if you have people around you who deal with principalities and worship false gods, stay away from them. There is an emperor here, like a father or father figure. Whatever false god he's been worshiping, that god wants him to sacrifice you to it. Because, again, you got to watch the movie John Wick. I can't, oh my God, this is all making sense. And nothing's going to change. You're not going to live your life in fear, because before you heard this message, these things have been happening to you. People who have a higher calling, they have a higher purpose. They have always been a target. From the moment they were conceived and their mother gave birth to them, they have always been a target for the devil, because the devil knows who they are in the spirit. And so God has protected you and carried you through from the moment you were born. This has been happening. It has just intensified because a big breakthrough is coming to you. And it's not just going to bless you, it's going to bless your generations. And it's gonna bless the people who you come in contact with. There are people who you're meant to meet in this lifetime. There are things that you're meant to do to bring healing to the world. So the devil knows, okay, if we all assemble and take this person out, the threat is gone. But it won't happen. It will not happen. There's a sacrifice here. Both of these cards, sacrifice. There's a father here who's being told to sacrifice his child for wealth. King of Pentacles. Wow. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Look at the Tower. That's what's happening. It's a family. 10 of Cups. It's a family member. The World. Maybe this person even has a foreign background. 9 of Wands. What's this 9 of Wands? The High Priestess. The 9 of Wands, the High Priestess. You're too powerful for this person. You're too powerful. You know what just flashed in my mind? I saw this cartoon. Maybe when I was a little girl. But it's like, I'm getting an image, a visual of someone so powerful that they have to be careful. When they sneeze, if they sneeze too hard, things like something will blow up. Can you imagine being so powerful that you can't even like say, like if you sneeze, something blows up, like literally, like there's an explosion when you sneeze. You are a giant in the spirit realm. You are so powerful. So powerful. But I feel like you're not a physical fighter. You don't like to fight. You like to keep the peace. You're a Queen of Cups. And it's a good thing that you're that way. Or some people would begin their butt whoop for even looking at you the wrong way. I'm just saying, you have power, you have gifts. This Emperor here tried to do something, but with the 9 of Wands, I feel like 9 of Wands is a wounded warrior. Look at the Tower. You may have found out what it was that he tried to do. I don't know if it was to get you sick, because the 9 of Wands could be an illness. I feel like it was to get you sick. Or whatever they did, it didn't work, and all it did was get you sick. Like maybe you felt like a little bit of an ache or something, but I don't feel like it worked because the Strength card is here. It didn't work. 6 of Wands, victory. But I feel like, to be honest, I feel like it was supposed to take you out. But all it did, maybe you felt a little bit fatigued, tired, sleepy, or a little, headache or something that happened. But it was not effective. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Eight of Cups, yeah. You will be leaving all of these people behind. Family members included. Family members included. Two of Cups. Wow. Anything else before we end this reading? Seven of Swords. Queen of Swords. Watch your back. Ten of Swords. Queen of Swords is someone who is wise, clever, and knowledgeable. Watch your back. Seven of Swords. The sabotage is too much. The betrayal is too much. I'm going to go ahead and end the reading. I want you to know that you are safe and you are protected. Take care, everyone, and many blessings to you.